MLB カチコミ野球道ゲームチャンネル。
Number 32 gets the ball for the Indians in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now in the box, Suzuki. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Minnesota, the right fielder, number 51.
Now the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1. Twins 0. Indians coming up. Here 2. Daisuke Matsusaka gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do we need to know here, Danny?
It's not.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Indians, the shortstop, number 6.
Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Right now, he's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
In now, number 9, as he lines it out to center. That gets down as one run is in.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-Lo. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
This pitch is popped up. Iwamura moving to his left. 1 out. And that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Roll. Big, and I mean big, two-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right...
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate, Kobayashi, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scores. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
Okajima comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 6. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
As a look, now the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder, still ranging back into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. But not before they claim the lead here as they bat around and hang an 8th spot on him. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Indians on top, 8-0. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Up into the arcade and out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
High and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
So gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This inning didn't get started to...
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But the Twins at least do get one back on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Indians 8 and the Twins 1. The 2-2. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A bare hand for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Indians fail to score, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kazuo Matsui. He got on top of one and was a ground out. The 2-1. Back up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first down.
Number 8.
To the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball. Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guy.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Minnesota. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Bottom of inning number 3. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world. Run, and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Now at the plate, Yoshida.
And both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And it's gone into the arcade section. Solo shot to right center as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently.
To the at-bat coming up. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly
the 1-1 home. Line to the right side. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Kenji Jojima. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Roll, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes.
To the strike zone. Liner toward right center, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Grounded back up the middle, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. They're down 9. It's 10-1. On the ground to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Roll.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play. Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, Jojima. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Indians there. They hang on to their 10-1 lead.
To focus on manufacturing more opportunities in traditional ways as opposed to sitting back and swinging, hoping that someone will come through with a big hit.
Thank you, Heidi. Number 15 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. ready to go in the top of the fifth. And that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Kazuo. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one. Perhaps bay-bound, but instead it's a long foul ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Hideki Matsui. Bounce towards the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Last half of the fifth coming up. Cleveland's out in front, 10-1. They called the pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in to try it again, number 35. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and did.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
This pitch is popped up. Wada is under it. He's got it 1 away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Number 15 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Heading out toward shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. They hang on to their 10-1 lead.
Foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Skied into straightaway right. Suzuki is there, 2 down. Popped up. Yamada is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 9. It's 10-1. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Changeup too low. He walked him.
The batter, number 9.
Do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles.
The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Jojima has a play. And that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. But in foul territory, foul ball. ripped down the first base line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
And that's a fair ball, lined to the right side. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box now, Kazuo Matsui, as he'll swing and pop it in the air right near home plate. Kobayashi is there. He's got it, and there are two down now. The bouncer to the left side. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Tribe lead this one 10-1. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Number 34.
High in the air out to center field. Number 8 is there, and he has it for the out. Ready for another shot now. Kobayashi. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this he'll try it again. 3-2. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Indians leave one. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And standing in is the DH, Hideki Matsui. First offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8 in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yoshida is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for this wall. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
There's a danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0, swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One hit, one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Indians lead it 10-1. Kazuhiro Sasaki enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Kazuhiro Sasaki.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, number 6. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. And no chance on the throw. So a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Now that.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw.
Nobody out, runner on first. Sliced hard on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be two. The second for one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. One left for the Tribe. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Now the 1-0. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Right fielder coming on. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
And that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find Triples Alley out here in right center for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Number 28 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 28.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit.
Oh, and he's hit by the pitch, and that'll be a painful run batted in. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
So coming to the plate, number 81. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Shot to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting. Number 15.
Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that misses ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy.
From the stretch. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Suzuki is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-4, the final in this game. The Tribe jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 15 takes home the win. Daisuke Matsusaka allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
チャンネル登録押すタップ。満月暴走ボブサップ。